Today I ask you to set aside everything you're doing, make yourself some tea or coffee, and get comfortable. Because the conversation we are about to have is not just a retelling of news, it's an attempt to look at the very edge of the known world, into that icy abyss from which it seems something incomprehensible is already gazing back at us. There is an old lonely wanderer in space, our messenger, Voyager 2. We sent it on its journey so long ago that an entire generation has been born and grown up, thinking of it only as part of history, a glorious relic. It carried with it a golden record with the voices and music of Earth. A naive, touching message in a bottle, thrown into the endless ocean of the universe. It fulfilled its mission, flew past the gas giants, and went on to die in solitude beyond the boundary of our home, outside the protective cocoon of the heliosphere. We expected that one day its atomic heart would cool, and it would fall silent forever, becoming nothing more than a cold digital ghost. But it did not fall silent. Something happened that should not have happened. From the depths of space, from 20 billion kilometers away, from a place where we thought only eternal cold and the chaos of background radiation reigned, this old soldier suddenly began to cry out. It began transmitting signals that resemble nothing we've ever seen before. At first, they were taken for death throes, the final glitch of worn-out equipment. That would have been logical, even comforting. But when several independent antennas across the world, from California to Australia, heard the same signal, it became clear that the problem was not with our hearing. When this whisper was passed through the cold, impartial gaze of spectral analysis, the ice cracked. It was not chaos, it was structure, ordered blocks of pulses, repeating with mathematical precision. This did not look like random noise. This looked like a language, a code, a desperate message that, for now, we cannot decipher. And here, my friends, is where the truly terrifying part begins. Because this whisper does not come from emptiness. It comes from a shadow, and that shadow has a name. Interstellar object 3I Atlas. People have been whispering about it for months, but most dismiss it as just another large asteroid. But it is not an asteroid. It breaks all the rules, all the grammar of our cosmos. Imagine an object the size of a metropolis, 20, maybe even 30 kilometers across. For comparison, the rock that destroyed the dinosaurs was only 10. This visitor is rushing toward us at a monstrous speed of 200 kilometers per second. But it behaves wrong. It has no tail. Any comet of such size, approaching the sun, would turn into a grand spectacle, spewing gas and dust. This one is silent. It is dark, almost not reflecting light at all, as if covered in something that absorbs energy. Its trajectory is not the random curve of a body caught by gravity. It is too straight, too precise, as if someone plotted a course on a star map, avoiding planets with frightening accuracy. Now connect the two facts. An old probe, at the very edge of our system, suddenly begins transmitting ordered signals, and they are coming exactly from the direction of this dark, silent leviathan. Coincidence? In cosmic terms, coincidences of this kind do not happen. It's like standing in an absolutely dark, quiet room, hearing a whisper from the corner, and in the next second, seeing a shadow move in that same corner. That is what gave rise to the hypothesis that chills the blood, the Armada Hypothesis. What if Voyager 2 is not hearing the object itself? What if, at its unique angle, it has picked up the echo, the reflection of something hiding behind it? What if 3I Atlas is not just a ship, but a vanguard, a shield, or worse, a transport? A giant cosmic aircraft carrier that, in its gravitational shadow, like in an invisible cloak, is dragging an entire flotilla of smaller objects? Dozens, maybe hundreds of dormant probes or ships we cannot see because they are passive. For now, picture it. A colossal ghost ship, the size of a city, entering our system, moving slowly, maybe lowering speed for its final maneuver. Silent, dark, invisible, the perfect Trojan horse. And our faithful old Voyager just happened to be in its path, the first to sound the alarm, transmitting to us the echo of this hidden fleet. This, I think, is why we hear deafening silence from official institutions. What would you tell the world? That something the size of a city is coming toward us, and we have no idea what it is, and it may not be alone? That would trigger panic like humanity has never seen. Easier to dismiss it all as glitches, anomalies, lack of data, to stay silent, to pretend nothing is happening. But the clock is ticking, and the tensest moment of this cosmic drama is set for November. That's when this object will make its most dangerous maneuver. It will slip behind the Sunday. For several weeks, we will be blind. No telescope on Earth will see it. We will be in a blackout window. The perfect moment. Perfect for doing something we are not supposed to see. To change course. To steer this whole armada directly toward Earth. To activate the sleeping fleet. To scatter. To do anything. And when it emerges from the other side of the sun, it may already be too late to do anything at all. If its trajectory shifts even by a fraction of a degree, that will be undeniable proof. A declaration without words. We are here, and we are in control. So what is this? The end of the world? First contact? Or the greatest astronomical mystery in history? I don't know. But I know one thing. We stand at the threshold of something fundamental. Maybe humanity is just a child, playing too long in its sandbox, not noticing that the adults have been standing quietly behind the fence, watching us. And now, one of them has decided to step through the gate. All that's left for us is to look up into the November sky, to wait, and try to understand what this whisper from the abyss means. The whisper that our old, lonely Voyager has carried across 20 billion kilometers of emptiness. Perhaps this is its final and most important mission to warn its creators. Tell me what you think. I really want to hear your thoughts. Because in moments like these, in the face of the unknown, we must stand together.